Welcome back, children. Let us continue with the Tempest Act 1 Scene 1 Part 8 starting from line number 379. Caliban. As wicked dew as ever my mother brushed with raven's feathers from unwholesome fen drop on you both. Now as wicked means harmful, as the harmful dew that my mother ever brushed means gathered with the help of a raven's feather means the feather of a raven or a crow from the unwholesome fen. Unwholesome means from the harmful marshy land. May that harmful dangerous dew drop on both of you. A southwest blow on ye and blister you all over. May the unhealthy southwesterly wind blow on you and cause blisters all over your bodies. Prospero, for this tonight thou shalt have cramps. That is, for speaking like this to us, you will be suffering with painful contractions of the muscles tonight. Cramps are muscle contractions. Side stitches that shall pen thy breath up, twitches that will hinder your breath from your lungs. Urchins shall, for that vast of night, that they may work on all exercise on thee. That is, urchins over here refers to the goblins which are shaped as hedgehogs. Hedgehogs have spines on their body. So these urchins, hedgehogs, they will trouble you during the night when all are fast asleep, and you will be full of pinches. Thou shalt be pinched as thick as honeycomb, each pinch more stinging than bees that made them. So your body is going to be full of pinches as the honeycombs are full of holes, and each pinch will be sharper than the sting of the bees which make those honeycombs. Caliban, I must eat my dinner. This island's mine by Sycorax my mother, which thou takest from me. He says, now let me eat my dinner. This island belongs to me because it originally belonged to my mother Sycorax, and you have taken it from me forcefully. When thou camest first, thou strokest me and madest much of me. He says, when you came over here on this island for the first time, you fondled me and you showed me great love. You would give me a lot of affection. Wouldst give me water with berries in it. You would give me water with berries in it, and teach me how to name the bigger light and how the less that burn by day and night. And you taught me the name of the sun which shines brightly in the sky during the daytime, and the name of the moon which shines in the sky at night. And then I loved thee and showed thee all the qualities of the isle. At that time I really loved you and showed you all the characteristics of this island. The fresh springs, brine pits, barren place and fertile. I showed you all the pits, fresh springs. I showed you the pits from which salt is obtained. I showed you the barren as well as the fertile areas of this island. Cursed be that I did so. May I be cursed for having done so. All the charms of Sycorax, toads, beetles, bats light on you. May all the magic spells of my mother Sycorax, toads, beetles and bats, may all of them afflict you. For I am all the subjects that you have, which first was mine own king. And here you stye me in this hard rock, whilst you do keep from me the rest of the island. He says, well, I am the only slave you have got on this island. Before you were here, I was my own master, and now you keep me imprisoned in this hard rock and keep me from the rest of this island. Prospero, the most lying slave, whom stripes may move, not kindness. He says, you are a very untruthful slave. Only a severe beating with a whip can have effect on you. Kindness cannot have any impact on you at all. I have used thee, filth as thou art, with human care. He says, I have treated you with human kindness, although you are just filth, dirt. Abhorred slave, which any print of goodness will not take, being capable of all ill. He says, you are a hateful creature. Your, you your nature is such that it is incapable of being shaped into anything good. It is only capable of doing harm. I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, taught thee each hour one thing or the other. He says, I took pity on you. I kept teaching you how to speak. I taught you every hour of the day one thing or the other. When thou didst not savage know thine own meaning, but wouldst gabble like I think most brutish, I endowed thy purposes with words that made them known. He says that you are such when you did not even know what you were speaking. You were a savage. You uttered sounds resembling the cries of animals. At that time, I taught you to express what you want. But thy wild race, though thou didst learn, had that in it which good natures could not abide to be with. He says, but your wicked race is such that though you did learn, no good man would tolerate you in his company. Therefore wast thou deservedly confined into this rock, who hadst deserved more than a prison. So, therefore, you were justly imprisoned in this rock, although you deserved a greater punishment than this prison. Caliban, you taught me language, and my profit on it is I know how to curse. He says, well, you taught me the language, you taught me how to speak, and my only advantage of learning this language is that I know how to curse. The red plague rid you for learning me your language. He says, may leprosy destroy you for teaching me your language. Prospero gets very angry. Hag seed hence. He said, you son of a witch, go away from here. Search us fuel and be quick. Thou art best to answer other business. So he says, go and bring us some fuel inside. Be quick, and you are best advised to do the work quickly. After that, shruggest thou malice? If thou neglectest or dost unwillingly what I command, I'll rag thee with old cramps. He says that what? Are you shrugging your shoulders in hatred to carry out my orders? If thou disobey my orders or carry them out unwillingly, what I ask you to do, I will rack thee with old cramps, means I will make you suffer from painful contractions of the muscles. Fill all thy bones with aches, make thee roar that beasts shall tremble at thy din. He says, I will fill your bones with pain that will make you roar out, cry out with pain, that listening to your roars, the beasts will tremble with fear to hear you. Caliban, no, pray thee. He says, no, I request you, I request you. Then on the side, aside, he speaks softly. I must obey. His art is of such power, it would control my damned god Setebos and make a base of him, a vassal of him. So he says, I must obey his orders. His magic is so powerful that it can even control that devil Setebos, who was the patron of my mother. Indeed, Prospero's magic can reduce Setebos to a position of a junior. Prospero, go slave hence. So he says, slave, go away from here. And Prospero leaves. Re-enter Ariel, invisible, playing and singing, Ferdinand following. Now this is Ariel's song. Come into these yellow sands and then take hands. He says, come to these yellow sands and then join your hands for a dance. Curtsied when you have and kissed the wild wave whist. When you have bowed before the wild waves and kissed them into silence. put it featly here and there, and sweet sprites the burden bear. He says, then dance in a skillful manner over this island, and let the sweet spirits take up the refrain of the song. Burden means the refrain or the chorus which is repeated. Hark, hark, that means listen, listen. Burden dispersedly within, bow wow. Burden means the chorus is heard from, dispersedly means from different directions, and what is it? From within the sound is coming, bow wow. Burden dispersedly within, bow wow. Hark, hark, I hear the strain of strutting chanticleer cry cock-a-diddle-do. So he says, listen, listen, I hear the crowing of a proud cock crying cock-a-diddle-do. Ferdinand, where should this music be? In the air, on the earth? It sounds no more. He says, where is this music coming from? Is it in the air or is it in the earth? Now I can't hear it. And sure it waits upon some god of the island. He said, surely this music attends like a servant upon some god of this island. Sitting on a bank, weeping again, the king my father's wreck. He says that while I was sitting on the bank shedding tears over my royal father's shipwreck, this music crept by me upon the waters. He says this music slowly crept over me, slowly passed over me, over the water of the sea, or it with the sweet air. Then slang both their fury and my passion with its sweet air. So this music slowly passed by me over the water of the sea, subsiding the violence of the waves of the sea and the violence of my grief with its sweetness. Thence I have followed it. From there I have followed the sound of music, or it had drawn me, or I don't know that whether I have followed it or it has drawn me towards itself. But 'tis gone. No, it begins again. But it is gone. I don't hear it anymore. No, now it starts again. Thank you.